What's going on, everybody? As always, thank you for tuning in. I want to tell you a quick story today. This will be super short, brief, and to the point, and I think it will be extremely valuable for every single person who wants to break through whatever plateau they're currently experiencing in your personal life, in relationships, in your sales career, in your business. And of course, I mainly relate all of these topics and conversations and philosophies to sales and to business. So that's the context that I'm looking at it through. But I want to start by telling you the story. So I was probably around 18 years old at the time, and I went to this business conference, and that's really how I got my start. Around 15, 16, 17 years old, I started reading books, going to a lot of business conferences and connecting with people, expanding my network and getting on the right mindset, on the right train, no pun intended, because I'm about to tell a story about a train, when it comes to success and when it comes to business. And at this business conference, you can imagine me, I was sitting near the front row with my notebook, taking a lot of notes, writing with passion because I was very inspired. And these two gentlemen, and I remember very specifically, they were from Oklahoma, and they came on stage and they were very successful in business. Also had a lot of other traits that I looked up to. They were very physically fit, in shape, wearing nice suits. And they came on stage and they started to talk about business strategies and success strategies. And they shared this story. And this story stuck with me ever since. And I continue to share this story with other people that I come across if I find that it may be helpful. And that's what I want to do here today as well. And the story was about momentum. And the point was that momentum could be a force for good or a force to completely derail you from your path. Again, I'm 17 years old, 18 years old at the time, sitting at this business conference, taking notes, and they start to tell the story. And the story goes like this. If you take a classic train, a normal train, and you put a log in the tracks in front of that train and you jam it in there, that train can't start. That train can't get going. It won't be able to go through that log and break it down and, go through it. If the train is at a full stop and you jam this big log in the tracks onto the train, this massive train, this giant train, however much it weighs, the power and the force that it carries won't be able to get through this tiny little barrier of a log, wooden log, that's jammed in front of it. Now they said, you take that same train, a regular classic train, going full speed, going straight full speed with all of its power and momentum. If you put a brick wall in the tracks, that same train will go right through the brick wall. It'll break right through the brick wall without any resistance or hesitation. Same train, same weight, same exact thing. But in the first example, there's no momentum. And in the second example, it's moving forward with full momentum. And that story was extremely powerful for me at the time. And of course, you can imagine they went on to draw a bunch of parallels between momentum and business. And that's exactly how I want you to look at it as well. When it comes to sales, when it comes to business, you're always building momentum in one way or another. You're always taking the right actions and moving yourself forward towards your goals, towards your targets, towards your ideal future, towards who you genuinely want to become, or vice versa. And I hope this is not the case for you, but if it is, no problem. We can fix it. Or you're going in the wrong direction. You're building momentum with the wrong habits. You're building momentum taking the wrong actions. And you're ingraining these wrong habits in, and you're building momentum, but just doing it in the wrong direction. And the concept of momentum is extremely important. If you're in sales, if you're in business, it could be a great friend, a great ally. It could also be your biggest enemy. So I want you to ask yourself, are you currently building momentum in the right direction? Are you building momentum in the wrong direction? You may need to adjust that. How much could momentum help you in your sales career, in your business? And what could you do today to start taking the right actions, doing the right things, taking the right steps to build momentum for yourself? Again, momentum could be your greatest ally. Think about the same train. It could get stopped by a wooden log in its way if it's at a full stop, if it hasn't built that momentum, if it's not in speed, if it's not in motion, if it's not in action. But that same exact train could go right through a brick wall at full speed when it has momentum. And that train is you. That train is you in your sales career. That train is you in your business. That train is you in your life. You want to build momentum. You want to have momentum on your side. So think about that concept. I hope that was helpful. And go ahead and take some time after this. Grab your notebook, grab your journal, grab your phone, whatever it is, and answer some of these questions that I asked. And look at how you can build momentum in your business and in your life, and how momentum can serve you. I hope that was helpful. As always, hit that like button, comment your thoughts below or any questions below. I'd love to engage with you and answer those questions. And of course, subscribe to the channel. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video.